We are supposed to use the power of YouTube to talk power. We're supposed to use the power of to make a better ADOS black image. We're supposed to use the power of YouTube to bring real information that mayonnaise media is not talking about. But we don't do that because we spend time talking about things the plantation used to talk about: sex, dating, and who to sex next on the plantation. Welcome back. I'm coming back because you are financially supporting me to give you this information and give you these real conversations. I want to thank everybody for the King of Classy Cash App donations, and I want to thank everybody for the uh, PayPal donations. Even those people who subscribe to the Patreon. Shout out to Elijah Blunt. Thank you very much for being part of the Patreon. Ray, you're always dedicated to the Patreon. Let's talk, man. Oakland mayor wants to bring a San Francisco ship over to Oakland so that West Oakland can get more virus cases. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to, just so you know I'm not doing a conspiracy theory. Look at the fact that there are no virus cases in West Oakland right now. And when I told you this is a Chinese bioweapon that got out of control, when I tell you it's about droplets in the air, when I tell you if you're in within 6 feet of a person, you don't need to be touching them, 6 feet. Wherever they put droplets in the air, in that general area, as the wind carries those droplets, you are therefore infected. West Oakland is a windy place out on those ports. Mayor Libby has just taken virus infection from 0 to 4,000. I guarantee. 5,000. I guarantee. Here's why. It's all about the droplets in the air. Let me say it again. It's all about the droplets in the air. What's up, Art? What's up? Long time no hear, Art. Mr. Menendez, Green Machine. I'm giving you guys some real research. Forget the hyperbole, forget the red herrings. There's no cases in Oakland right now. But with this is the second time the fourth time Mayor Libby has done something for San Francisco specifically. Mayor Libby taxed all of the homeowners. I'm a homeowner. Tax all of the homeowners to put in these new buses so that she can take on more San Francisco residents because San Francisco's overrun. We never did that before, thanks to Jerry Brown. Jerry Brown screwed all of this up. We never did that before because Oakland is Oakland, San Francisco is San Francisco. Whatever those San Francisco problems, keep that stuff over there. But as Mayor Libby and Jerry Brown, they want to use Oakland as a stepping stone. They want to use, so watch all these viruses quadruple. Okay? Watch them all quadruple. Because there's no reason, if the cruise ship came from San Francisco should make some arrangements. Let's be clear, just so you know I'm not picking on Mayor Libby. Let's be fair. Let's be balanced. Thank you for the 1099 donation. Thank you. The realest conversation I've ever heard. Thank you on YouTube. I appreciate it. Here's the deal. If the ship came from San Francisco, it should dock where? In San Francisco. That's not an Oakland problem. That's not an Oakland problem. But she says, and I quote, "The city was pleased to step forward to solve the dilemma where passengers could disembark." They can disembark in San Francisco. What's the problem? Clear. clear the streets for half a mile, for a quarter mile. Anytime there's a shooter situation in San Francisco, you do that. Anytime there's an active, see, I know politics. Anytime there's an active shooter situation, you do that. Why let the droplets come here in Oakland and infect Oakland? Because Libby and her family lives up in the hills. They're not down in the flat bottoms. Libby and her family live up in the Piedmont area, the ones that keep catching fire because of irresponsible white folks up in the Piedmont. So her goal is, let's infect the lower bottom, take it back to San Francisco. That's why it makes no sense what she's doing. We were glad to step forward. It's our duty to help the people on the ship. No, it's San Francisco's duty to help the people on the ship. We're not going to let our fears dictate our humanity. So you want to kill the people in West Oakland to save the people in San Francisco? Because that's what this is all about. Why would you endanger the residents that you're a mayor for? Why would you endanger South Carolina? Thank you for the $5 Cash App donation. Appreciate that. Why would you endanger the droplets in the air? You got to understand, if you sneeze, achoo, that's a good 500, 1,000, 2,000 droplets minimum, depending on how you sneeze. Minimum. And all of this is because of NAFTA globalization. All of this is because of NAFTA globalization. All of this is because of NAFTA globalization. The reason why the black, how are you going to say that, Mr. Research? Because the reason why the Black Plague did not spread is because it was isolated to mostly France and England. If there had been airplanes back at that time, and people were quick to let people go in and out the country, the Black Plague would have spread everywhere quickly before a cure can be remedied. This is what the black male needs to understand about politics. You're not practicing politics talking about dating. You're not practicing power talking about who you're going to bust the nut on next. That's plantation thinking. Because Massa wanted you to breed, Art Banaka, even though you're Haitian, you still understand. Menez, you might be Colombian, but you still understand. MC Worker, you still understand. Green Machine, you still understand. I'm going to keep you. There are no cases in Oakland, especially West Oakland. Watch this one little incident, puts all these droplets in the air. You're going to see it. And this is the problem when you got, now this is a woman mayor. This ain't no tough a-hole racist white man who probably would have said hell no. This is a woman who's not willing to say no. This is a woman who is trying to be governor one day. How many of these West Oakland people can I kill in order to ascend myself up to be senator? It's ridiculous. It's a San Francisco problem. San Francisco has the jobs over there where that cruise ship left. No jobs over in Oakland. Why are we sacrificial lambs for what's going on in San Francisco? Take it back to San Francisco. But this is why you guys need to financially support people like me who are willing to get on the microphone and say that stuff. You can't get on the microphone and say that stuff for free. Black men, you got to start understanding. When you want a political champion speaking for Black sons, you got to be able to hit me off $20 a month in for a year. Just dedicate a year to giving me five. Because guess who's going to come after me when I say that on behalf of the Black Sons? People with family money. This is what I tell y'all. You wonder why this Black community doesn't move forward is because you don't have champions. And when you do have champions, most of y'all don't want to monthly come out your pocket and keep that person talking. So you let that person sit out on the island. Putting these droplets in the air in a windy place is suicide for the city, especially West Oakland. Especially what now, here's my question. Where are those Black women who supported this woman being mayor? Where are they now? Where are the Black women who were backing? Who cares about the markets? The markets don't matter. The markets really don't matter. Everybody's talking about the markets. Gentlemen, unless you have $250,000 portfolio, the markets don't matter. The markets don't matter. The markets don't matter. The markets can go down to zero for a month and still be okay. Here's why. And you guys got to stop talking about the markets because the markets don't matter. You want the markets to crash. As a Black man, you want the markets to crash because it resets everything to pre-NAFTA numbers. Let me say it again because I know politics. It resets everything to pre-NAFTA numbers. The only reason these business people got stuff overseas and all this stuff is because of Bill Clinton and NAFTA. If Bill Clinton had not destroyed the country with NAFTA and given all these jobs to China, you would have been able to leave your high school at 18 and instantly get a $50,000 job easily without even trying, without even going to college. But because Bill Clinton wanted to cover up his infidelity, he came up with this NAFTA stuff to create a whole nother talking piece. And it backfired for the country. Now you got a NAFTA funded. They're using American money to create a virus weapon. Now you got a NAFTA company, a NAFTA funded weapon that has backfired. If Wall Street crashes, the only thing that's going to happen, Tyra, I sent you a Google Hangout, Tyra Richburg. You have not responded to my Google Hangout. You sent me an email, Tyra Richburg, said you wanted to talk with me. I sent you a Google Hangout. You have not returned that message. You have not returned that message, Tyra Richburg. Check your email. Look for the Google Hangout. I sent you that. You still haven't responded. So this is what the issue is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the problem is. America was very simple before Reagan came along. But even he didn't do the damage that Bill Clinton did. That's how he got the loan of gold from China. Wall Street doesn't matter because these are people on the dice game. Imagine you on the hood in the dice game. You on your knees in the hood. There's gunfire everywhere, but you trying to hit 10 or 4. You try not to hit 7. You try not to hit 3. You trying to go 10 or 4. And you've been going 10 or 4 for years. 10 or 4. Then people start making it. You've been off the dice. You crapped out a long time ago. but people around you keep making situations so for you can stay on the dice and hit just 10 or 4. That's all that's happening. So the minute the thing crashes or goes down and they take you off the dice, everything just resets to pre-NAFTA numbers, which is great for the black male. If it wasn't for NAFTA, 35 years old, still waiting to buy a home in America. Before NAFTA, man, there were so many jobs here, man. There were so many jobs here. It was crazy. You could walk into, as long as you was willing to work, you had jobs. Even working with racists. I've worked with racists. I mean, just flat out racist. But once you get in the mentality of not understanding how power and politics work, you then become a victim. So let's get back to the Libby. So Mayor Libby, her great decision is, but she also says she informed officials that Oakland is a community that has suffered decades of environmental racism and injustice. Shaft says she had received some very strong assurances that this operation will employ the best isolation practices known. It's going to be in the air, Libby. The minute these people come off, if they're not swooped into a van, infected on this side, non-infected on this side, Alaska on this side, Florida on this side, the minute they, oh man, no passengers or crew members will be quarantined in the city, she said. People are amazing. Newsom, Governor Newsom, who is failing at homelessness. He's failing at this. Said Oakland Port was chosen because the isolation 10-acre site. Alameda has a better isolated site. But you didn't want that around the white folks. Alameda has a better isolated site. They don't even use that Navy base out there. But okay, let's roll with that. Mm. Questions from the chat room. Questions from the chat room. Questions from the chat room.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Oakland. At 6 a.m. this morning, the federal government...
Hey, Naima Buckner, trying to give the people some information, Naima Buckner. Trying to educate the black community on politics, Naima Buckner.
As the mayor of Oakland, I have 3...
Shout out to Naima Buckner for dropping the Cash App and the PayPal.
And that starts with our workers.
Let's stop playing around.
Residents who live closest to the port of Oakland.
Let's stop playing around.
Second, I want to ensure that our public and our community keeps constantly informed with detailed information about this operation, as well as about the COVID-19 virus in general. We recognize that this is a time that we must be guided by facts and not fears. And our public deserves to know exactly what these mean.
All it's going to do is create an issue. San Francisco should be taking care of it. Hello, Adolph. Hello, sir.
Passengers who are sitting in fear and uncertainty, we as a local government are pleased to step forward to...
San Francisco is not stepping up. I'm amazed. The cowardly San Francisco leadership is not stepping up.
I've been clear with our state and federal partners about the context of the Oakland colony. This is a community that has suffered decades of environmental racism and injustice. And that is why it is so important that we assure this community with the full facts about how their safety and health can be protected. I have received some very strong assurances that this operation will employ the best isolation practices known.
Is the coronavirus a real deal? Sir, I am 25 years in medical finance. It is real. People are dying, sir. People are dying. You don't even need to be near the person. It is a 6-foot radius virus.
We want to appreciate the partnership and the good values of our state and federal partners in this moment. And I really want to extend my gratitude to everyone for the person who's here with us.
So pay attention. Drink a lot of water.
That have just come together over this weekend.
Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
It is the right thing to do.
Let me go wash my hands now, as a matter of fact.
Dictate or impede our human rights. So with that, it's my pleasure to welcome great governor of the state of California.
Thank you for your leadership. I want to underscore that, and I will, of course, in my remarks. Let me contextualize this moment, and we will have ample opportunity to answer all your questions related to the Grand Princess and the logistical operation that is currently underway. And I want to just update you on the latest numbers of positive tests in the state of California, and what people are monitoring, and how we're doing testing. Currently, 114 people have tested positive in the state of California. We have identified one individual who's in Placer County that is deceased related to the virus. As you know, he was on.
Your kids, wash your hands. Hey, you got dust on your face. Take a dry towel, wet your hands, tap the dry towel, make it a little bit moist, and then wipe your face, wipe around your nose, around your eyes, your forehead, back of your ears, underneath your neck, both sides. I'm not joking. The amount of dirt I just pulled off of my face, and then I cleaned my face earlier. I'm trying to tell you, you're constantly walking around with dust on your face, just walking around. So do yourself a favor. Take a wet towel, not a wet towel, it needs to be dry, with a little bit of moisture on it, and wipe it across your face, your eyes, your nose, lips, mouth. I just pulled quite a bit of dirt off my face. I'm using a white towel. This is not a joke. The inside, and wipe the inside of your ear. It's dust constantly. Just from walking outside, you're going to get a lot of dust on your face, behind your ears. Not a joke.
We are not prepared to tell you exactly when. And for those passengers that may be watching this, we are not able to tell you exactly when the cruise ship will come into the port, as we are still working out the enormity complexity of making sure we prepare the site, and moreover, prepare for a quick turnaround.
No, it's not about the hype. It's Adolf. Sometimes what you got to understand, mayonnaise people are constantly creating lies to say everything is all right, or watch out for Adolf, or watch out for Jeremy. That's the hype. That stuff is the hype. People killing over and dying, that's real.
Active military bases, unfortunately not positioned, particularly with foreign flag cruise ship.
So, gentlemen, ladies,
sites, including Alameda. We had originally looked at Alameda as a comparable site. We have a naval station there. Unfortunately, Some of the silting issues, some of the drafting issues created some concerns, and that site was knocked off.
So they didn't go.
It's based in San Francisco. This cruise ship in San Francisco, and the port should assume this repatriation method, and that was assessed. The logistics of that site.
So here's the excuse that Gavin Newsom is giving about not taking it to Alameda. Looked at Alameda. There was some concern about this, that, and the other. Yeah, because white and Filipino people live over there, and they're all homeowners. They probably banded together on your ass. And the mayor probably said, hell no, I'm not going to endanger my residents. That's probably what happened. That's more likely what happened. So then he said it should repatriate is the key word to San Francisco. His turn, the logistics of that was not possible. Like I said, they're willing to hurt and destroy what's going on over here.
Along the Embarcadero, the proximity to residences, the disruption that would have ensued was such that we determined that was not the appropriate site. Other sites across the state of California were considered the southern part of the state. And again, by multitudes of assessments, we felt better and more appropriate to have it here in Northern California for reasons I will lay out in just a brief moment. This site allows us a number of advantages. Number one, the ability to secure the site. The site is currently being secured, it's being fenced, and it's being secured by federal personnel. Roughly 10 acres of this site. The site is currently being cleared. We have a number of vehicles on that site, leased vehicles, the ability to contact the individuals that own those vehicles, to look at the existing contracts, to weigh the provisions of the contracts, to provide ample opportunity to move those vehicles, present a logistics opportunity, and we are currently executing that opportunity. The site being cleared is happening as well in real time as it's being secured. But the site offers a number of benefits. Number one, proximity to the Oakland airport, which will provide us the ability to allow foreign passengers on this cruise to be repatriated in their home countries, at least in specific terms, to Canada and other chartered flights that are currently logistically being prepared. There will be no contact with the population of terminals.
So Gavin Newsom's giving all these guarantees, but bruh, this is not a good thing. Well, depopulation can't be stopped, Adolf. So just because you like depopulation don't mean that you can stop it once it starts hitting you and your family. It's above 2%. What are you talking about? 2% morality? It's almost at 2.5%. I think 3 at this point. What are you talking about? 2% morality? No, it's higher than that, sir. Let me double check. I guarantee it's higher than that. The morbidity rate for the virus as of today. Yeah, it's 3.4. Oh, no. Check, that's avian flu. Hold on. Let me be exact. Hold on. I need to call my family what to do. All right, I think I said enough to you guys. Let me handle some business with the family. Well, LeBron, he should, at the end of the day, NBA is entertainment. Let me contact y'all back. Mom.